2b. Vocabulary. 1. Nouns describing occupations. Occupations, jobs. The nouns writer and scientist appear in the text. You can see them in the text on page 28. Which words do they come from? The word writer. The man is a writer. Where does writer come from? It comes from write. You write, you are a writer. Scientist comes from science. We will add one more. Albert Einstein was a mathematician. He was a mathematician. Mathematician comes from mathematics. Mathematics, mathematician. Notice how these words end. We add er, ist, ian to words to make them occupations, to turn them into occupations, jobs. Er, ist, and ian added to the end of a word are called suffixes. Now, what are the occupations corresponding, matching the words below? Write them in the correct column in the table. Science, scientist, we know that. Report. What's the man's job? The man is a reporter. His job is to give information about the latest events. He is reporting news. He is a reporter. Electricity. The power carried by wires that provide us with light and heat. And the man who deals and works with electricity is an electrician. 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 Engine. The man or the woman who makes engines is an engineer. Engineer. Reception is the front desk that you go to when you first arrive at a hotel or a hospital. And the man or a woman who works there is the receptionist, the person you can talk to and get information from. Manage, when you control a business. And the one who does it is the manager. Manager. Politics. The ideas of using power in a country. And the one who does it is a politician. Politician, politics. Politician. Clean, cleaner. That's easy. Technology, the science that is related to the latest machines and equipment. And the one who deals with technology is a technician. Technician, technician, technology. Mathematics, mathematician. We're done with this. Art, easy, artist. Biology is the science that studies living things like humans, plants, and animals. And the job is biologist. He or she is a biologist. She or he studies living things. Now use some of the words from the table above to complete the sentences. Ian thinks that some often don't care about the community. They don't care about the people living in a particular city or country, and only think about their ambitions, their personal gains. Some politicians do that, not all of them. Politicians. Some believe that there is life on other planets. Some scientists think that. The at the Martin Hotel gave us a lot of information about the city. This person works in a hotel. He is the receptionist. Mark had always been interested in painting. He loves painting and grew up to be an artist. We couldn't understand why the lights didn't work, so we called the electrician to deal with the electricity. Our James Reese will give us the latest news on this issue, on this problem. Our reporter will give us the latest information, the latest news. 2. Prepositional phrases with at and in. What are prepositional phrases? I can't talk right now. I'm in a hurry. In a hurry means I have to do things quickly now. I'll talk to you later. In a hurry is what we call a prepositional phrase. It consists of a preposition. This is why we call it a prepositional phrase. There is a preposition like in, or at, or after, on, under, and you have no verb or subject. In a hurry. There is no verb or subject here. All of them, all the three words together are called a prepositional phrase. Now, can you find prepositional phrases with at and in, like in a hurry, in the text on page 28? Here is the text on page 28. Here are some prepositional phrases in many respects. At warp speed, at the speed of light, in the case of Star Trek, in fact, in reality, at work, in the classroom, in the future. Now complete the sentences 1 to 8 with prepositional phrases from the list below. Let's first understand what these prepositional phrases mean. At first means at the beginning. At last means finally. At least, this is the minimum you could do. You need to exercise at least 3 times a week. This is the minimum. At once means immediately. Now, I want you to go at once. Now, at the age of 15 means when you are 15 years old. At the latest means this is the deadline. I want you to do this by Monday. At the latest means don't do it after Monday. You need to do it before. At the moment means right now. At the moment I am teaching English. In a hurry, I don't have a lot of time. In a good mood means I am happy. You can talk to me. I am in a good mood. I will listen to you. When somebody is in a bad mood, you don't talk to him because he's not happy. In a mess, it's not clean. Your room is in a mess. It's not clean, it's not tidy. You need to tidy your room. In detail, I want all the specifics. I want to know everything. I want the details. Everything in detail. In general is the opposite of in detail. I don't want all the information. In other words, a different way of saying the same thing. As an example, you tell me that you want to drive, and I tell you that you can't drive, you are only 15 years old. In other words, you are too young to drive. In particular means especially. Especially John, nobody leaves, especially John, nobody leaves, John in particular. Now complete the sentences. Ahmed and Ayman didn't get along. They couldn't be around each other. They didn't like each other a lot. But later, they became best friends. At first, they were not friends, but later, they became friends. I wouldn't ask them for a favor now if I were you. They are in a bad mood today. My father had an accident at the age of 8 and has had a fear of cars ever since. You know, since he was 8, he couldn't drive. He fears cars. I would like you to write a report and have it ready by Monday at the latest. There is no time to waste. This is the deadline. John was asked to leave the office and never come back again. He was fired. When somebody is fired from work, he can't work there anymore. He's not wanted. In other words, he was fired. Can't you do something about your office? It's always in a mess. It's always not clean. You need to tidy your office. Before Gary decided to change careers, change his job, he discussed it with his parents in detail. He talked with his parents about everything. If you can't go to your cousin's house for dinner, at least the minimum you could do is call them and let them know that you're not coming. 3. Adjective suffixes. The adjectives different and fictional appear in the text on page 28. You can see them there. Which words do they derive from? Which words do they come from? And what suffixes are used? The first one is different. The iPhone differs from the Galaxy. The iPhone is different from the Galaxy. Now different is an adjective, while differ is a verb. So the adjective different derives from the verb differ, which means they are not the same. Now, fictional. I love science fiction movies. This movie is fictional. Fictional is an adjective. Fiction is a noun. Fictional is derived from fiction, which means imaginary, not real. We will add one more word to the list. We visit our grandparents every week. We visit our grandparents weekly. Weekly means every week. Weekly is an adjective. It is derived from the word week. Now, what suffixes are used? The suffixes used are ent, al, and ly. We add these suffixes, we add them to a noun or a verb. We have a noun here, we have a noun here, we have a verb here. When these suffixes are added, we have what? We have adjectives. Now look at the adjectives in the table below. Decide which words they come from and what they mean. The adjective is confident. It is derived from confide. Now pay attention, as confide and confident can give two different meanings. When you confide to someone, that means you can give him or give her your secret, and you know that she or he will not reveal your secret. Confident is when you are sure of your abilities. You are sure of what you can do. Dependent, depend. When you depend, you rely on someone. You need someone to support you. And dependent. Existent, exist. When someone or something is present in a particular situation or place. Existent. Costly, cost. Cost is the money you need to create something or buy something. Costly means expensive. It is costly, it is expensive, it costs a lot of money. Daily, it happens every day. Day, week, month, and year. Educational, education. Education is the system, the process of teaching and learning. Additional, addition, is when you add something, you increase the amount. Natural, nature. Nature is everything that is not man-made. National, nation. related to people living in a particular country. The Saudi nation. People live in Saudi Arabia. National. Logical. Logic. A way of thinking about something that seems correct. Personal. Person. Traditional. Tradition. The way of doing things in a particular country is the tradition. It's a tradition in Saudi Arabia that we serve coffee to visitors, guests. It's a tradition, the way we do things. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it with friends. I will catch you in the next one, inshallah. Goodbye.